Welcome to Whiskey's Journey. My name is Peter Fasciano. Today's video, it's Friday. It's the first of the month, so it's time for my first Friday flight fights. This is where I select some whiskeys, put them in a blind, arrange the flight, nose them, taste them, and then arrange them in the way in which I like them the most to least. Obviously, in front of us today, we have the benchmarks. I don't have all of the benchmarks. I don't have the original Benchmark 8 or the small batch, but I do have all of the others. I already have them poured in the glasses. They're just right behind each one of the bottles. But here we go. The first one that I have is the top floor. The top floor is coming in at 86 proof. And I have this in TF, glass TF, top floor. Next up, we have the single barrel. Single barrel is coming in at 95 proof. And I have this at SB, glass SB, single barrel. Moving on to the higher proofs, I have the bonded. Bonded is coming in at 100 proof, and I have this in glass B. And last up, we have our full proof, 125 proof, and this is in glass FB. So as I have these here, they look like they're pretty much even on the pours. I'm just going to mix these up. I have no idea already just by moving these around once or twice. I have no clue what's what. You guys will, so as I go through each one of these, I'll flash up the bottle, let you guys know what is what I'm tasting, what I'm smelling, and then we'll get this thing going. Go ahead and take these tops off. They'll be fine. I'll pick those up later. We end up with top floor is coming in at $14.99. The single barrel is $22.99. I think that's the most expensive one of the bunch. Let me see. Yeah, the single barrel is $22.99. It's the most expensive one. The bonded is coming in at $17.99, and the full proof is coming in at $19.99. Nosing first, then tasting. Not getting a whole lot of proof here. Less brown sugar and a little bit more of a fruity sweetness. All right, let's go ahead and go for the next one. Oh, this is almost no ABV at all. No sting at all. I can get my nose right in there, and it's nothing. Watch me be wrong on this. Very similar nose to the first one. Not nearly as proofy. Get a little bit more cherry on this one. All right, go to the third one. Less proof than the first, maybe a little bit more than the second. A little bit more cherry and brown sugar on this one now. Maybe a little bit more on the brown sugar side, less on the cherry. Immediately, first impression, I like the nose on this the most, then this, then that. So let's go to the last one. All right, again, I don't get any proof on this at all. I'm expecting to see the 100 and the 125 come through, but none of these actually really bit my nose. They all have the classic bourbon notes. Cherry, vanilla, brown sugar, caramel. Let me go back to this. Okay, maybe that one has a little bit more proof. Oh, this one really smells good. Then back to number one. Man, this is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. All right, there really isn't much more to say other than classic bourbon. Brown sugar, caramel, vanilla. Not so much honey at all, but I do get a little bit of cherry in each one of these. So just quickly ranking them, I like the smell of this glass, followed by this one, then this one, and then this one will be last. So those are my nosing orders. Now let's go ahead and do a run through on the taste and see if I actually get anything on the taste. And like I said, I'll flash these things up so you know which one is which and which ones I am preferring. So first, second, third, fourth on the nose. Now let's get these things going with the palate. All right, on the palate, that one seems to be arriving kind of flat. What I'm getting on the nose, which is a little flat, I'm also getting on the palate. Everything seems to be subdued. I don't have a burst of the flavors here that I'm expecting. Alrighty, a little bit of barrel bitterness on that one as well, on that second sip. Let's go to glass 2, the one that I preferred the nose on. Let's see if that nose comes through on the palate as well. Oh man, that smells really good. All right, let's get a sip on this one. Okay, I think I found the proof one on this one. That just lit the inside of my mouth up. The nose on that one is spectacular. All of those flavors are coming through on the palate as well. Burst of cherry, really good thick caramel and brown sugars, and the proof is definitely there. I like that one. So far, this one is in the running for my number 1 on the nose and on the palate. Let's move on to number 3. Okay, number 3 seems a little proofy as well. Oh, okay, I definitely think I found this one and that one. Holy cow. Oh man. All right, enough said on that one. That one is lighting me up. That is just going into my chest and it's just spreading out. My entire mouth is coated with this. I didn't think I would actually notice such a difference. And I'm right now, obviously I'm guessing. This to me has to be the foolproof. And this has to be the bonded. Just how they're reacting in my mouth, that would be my guess. The proof on this is hiding everything. I'm not necessarily getting so much flavor than I am with the ABV, and that seems to be masking a lot of it. I do get that barrel bite on the side. There is an overall bitterness going on. Not necessarily a big fan of that one. Let's go ahead and move on to the 4th one. This one has almost absolutely no nose. See what it does on the palate. All right, coming from this one onto this, I have a little bit of effervescent. I get this every once in a while. It seems carbonated, but not necessarily carbonated, but I do have that sensation on the tip of my tongue, a little bit in the mid palate, and then towards the back of my throat, it falls off. I'm not gonna have to run back through these the other direction with these two. I think I have these pretty much pegged, and what I've got right now, this seems to be hands down the winner as of right now. It's gonna be between the two of these. So, well, you know what? As this is going, I noticed I put this in first place for the nose, and this is also in first place for the palate. Let me go back to the palate on this one. All right, now I'm getting cherry on here. Maybe this has calmed down a little bit more. This is cleared out of my mouth. It's not burning as much. Maybe it's cleared my sinuses a little bit. And now I'm getting lots of cherry on this one and brown sugar. A little bit of vanilla, but flat on arrival. It doesn't seem to be doing much other than giving me that sensation of carbonation, but I'm not getting on that sip. I'm not getting much on the palate. Don't get me wrong, everything is there. I still get the vanillas, the brown sugars, and the caramels, but it's not as dominant as this. And the ABV on this is also seems to be fairly low. See, now I'm getting more vanilla on this. Let me run back through the nose. Nope, that one's more cherry. It's kind of got a little funk to it. Oh, this one just smells like a dessert in a glass. Cherry, vanilla, caramel, a little bit of honey. Not dominant cherry, not overbearing, but good. And then this one. This one kind of has a funk to it as well. Let me go back to the palate on that. All right, well, I think this one's gonna be an easy one. Not nearly as difficult as the Elijah Craig one. these seem to be pretty much separated by a large margin. Even though they all have the same type of nose and the same type of palate, the slight differences really make a big difference when coming down to a decision on whether it's palatable or not. And it really does look like it's going to be the same order of the nose. I like this one, nose and taste, or nose and palate. It's the classic bourbon. I believe this is the classic Buffalo Trace. This one is very much on par with the Buffalo Trace. This one's high proof. You know what? I am going to switch that out. Because of the proof on this one, I'm going to drop this one back into third, and this one's going to go up to second, and I'm going to keep this one in fourth place. I'm not getting much out of this on the nose and or the palate. This one is just too proofy. It dominates everything. It has a little bit of funk to it. This one does smell pretty good, but not as good as this one. But the flavor on that one overpowers this one, and I think it's because of the ABV. But hands down, this is definitely the best one on the nose and the palate. So let's see what we got here. In my fourth place, oh, I wonder if I should guess on what this is. I think this is the full proof. I think this one is the bonded. I want to say that this one is going to be top floor, and I think this will be the single barrel. I'm just thinking that the single barrel is going to have a little bit more complexity to it than the top floor. So that's my guess. Last place is single barrel. I didn't expect to get these things right. So the single barrel is my least favorite, followed by, this has to be the full proof. Yep, this is full proof. So single barrel, full proof. Oh, is this going to be single barrel? This is going to be top floor. So top floor came in second, which means this has to be the bonded. Yep, that's what we got. So there you guys have it. This is my benchmark first Friday flight fight blinded, and bonded came out in first place. To be honest, I didn't know what to expect. Grab 4 of the bottles, do your own blind, see where these things rank with you. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys already have done this. If you are familiar with any of these things, let me know what you guys think of them. That's where I'm going to leave it. We'll see you guys next time. And until then, enjoy your journey. And I'm going to enjoy my journey after the camera stopped rolling with the bonded. Talk to you guys later. Bye.